the beloved peanut butter cookie of my childhood. Crispy outside edge, kind of a sandy texture, with just a bit of chew on the inside.
But in the 1980s, the soft baked cookie craze took over, and the crunchy cookie that many grew up with faded into the background.
So I decided to recreate the cookies I remember from my childhood, just to see if they could compete with the modern recipes you see floating around today.
And with Renee being Renee, she couldn't just leave well enough alone. So she cranked up the volume on this classic and brought the flavor and texture to a whole new crave-inducing level.
And by the end of this video, you'll know how to make them just like I did.
It's another beautiful day here in the Shire. Have a seat here beside me, and together we'll watch Renee make her classic peanut butter cookies.
First step. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to melt some butter. If you're a regular viewer, you know that we melt a lot of butter on here. We're going to brown this butter, and we're doing that to add a depth of flavor to these cookies. And so to brown butter, you just start by melting your butter. And if you've never melted brown butter or haven't seen our videos before, I have a brown butter recipe here that you can watch for all of the, for detailed instructions. So what we're looking for is bubbles that create kind of a foam, and they're not there yet. You can see how this is changing color here. It's not as bright yellow as it was. It's getting darker. And so this is working. See how foamy that's getting? The top is just about covered, and you can see underneath that is starting to brown up. So this is where you want to start being extremely careful. Once that's golden brown, and it's just about where I want it. Okay, I'm going to take that out. Okay, then once you're done, you want to immediately get this out of the hot pan because it keeps cooking. So we're just going to scrape those sides. Look at that. Just golden brown. I could have let that go a little bit longer, but it's just where I want it for these cookies. So that's lovely. And those little pieces are just, there's just nothing better than this smell. Okay. And we're going to let that cool off for about 5 minutes, and then we'll come back for the next step. Quick question for you. Did you grow up with peanut butter cookies? Which style do you prefer? One with a crunch, or the kind that is softer and more cakey? I would love to know which side you land on. Tell me all about it in the comments below. I love hearing your stories. Okay, so this is still warm. I want it warm. I just don't want it hot. And so this is perfect. And I put it in a wide dish so that it would cool off faster. So I'm going to pour this right into our mixing bowl. Okay, perfect. Make sure you get every drop of that. We don't want to waste any of it. The next thing is we're going to put our peanut butter in. This is commercial peanut butter, not organic. It's like Skippy or Jif. You don't want to use organic peanut butter. It does not work well. So I'm putting in this peanut butter. We're going to get every drop of that out of there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to mix that together well with our spatula. This is all by hand today. It works just great because that's still warm. What you don't want to have happen is you don't want your peanut butter to melt all the way down, and you don't want your sugars to melt all the way down. So we're just going to make sure this is mixed together until smooth. Keep scraping the sides of your bowl. Make sure you get all of that in there, and that's looking pretty good. We'll leave that like it is. And now we're going to put some white sugar in. So we're going to put our brown sugar in, and the brown sugar addition is once again to lift that flavor so that you've got this deep, rich flavor of these cookies. Okay, we're going to mix this up And this is going to take a little bit longer. We're just going to mix it until it's shiny and well mixed. And I do think I'm going to use a whisk on this part. And what we're trying to do is just get that peanut butter, and sugar incorporated in that. If you want to, you can use a mixer for this part, but you do not want to overmix these cookies, so I just decided to do the whole thing with my spoon and whisk. Okay, that is nice and shiny. That's what I want. So we're going to let that's perfectly mixed. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take our egg and we're going to mix that up really well before we put it in there. You always want to mix your egg up so that the whites and yellows are together, because it's easier to get it incorporated into your dough. So we're just going to mix this up. Scrape that bowl out, make sure you get all that egg. And then we've got a little bit of vanilla here. We're going to mix that in nicely. Just going to make sure that gets really well mixed in there. Oh, it smells really good. Okay, so that's mixed in really well. And now what we're going to do, and we've got some baking soda here and some salt, and we're going to whisk that together in the bowl. And the reason we're doing this is so that when we put it in, once again, it all mixes evenly through there. And this is the best way to make that happen, is to put all your dry ingredients together and then put it into the recipe. So that's perfect. We're going to put this in and we're going to stir this just until there are no flour pieces showing. You don't have to exactly fold this. You don't need to stir it really fast. You just want to stir this in and get that all mixed in well. See, I can see the bubbles starting from that baking soda, so we just want to be a little bit careful with this now. If you mix this too hard, like there's a perfect, you just want those air bubbles that are being created to stay. So at this point, we're just going to fold it a little bit. And I'm happy with that for this moment. The next thing we have, this is optional. I'm making them with peanuts. You can make them without. It'll lose a bit of the depth of flavor. These are dry roasted salted peanuts. We're going to put those in. And then we are going to fold these in. And folding, you take from the side and you literally fold it over. And that's how you start this process. And then as you go along, you go up through the middle and flip it over, fold it that way, and then go back around the outside and fold it again. We're just going to keep folding those until it looks well mixed. And this is to save those bubbles. We want those bubbles to be there so they can rise in the oven. And see, there's a big bunch of peanuts there. You want to make sure you get all of that mixed in evenly. And just folding gently, you'll get there. That's looking pretty good. There's no flour showing. Oh, I like the way this dough is looking. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to push that down and spread that out in the pan. Don't push too hard, just gently tap it to the sides. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to cover the top of this and we're going to put it in the refrigerator for about an hour. This is going to help it cook much better at a lower temperature. Okay.
But when the peanut hit you and the sweetness came through, you knew this old cookie had been telling the truth.
Okay, we will be back and we'll bake some cookies. Okay, it's been about an hour, and I'm going to get these out of the refrigerator, and we're going to cook them.
I was made to split in two. I crumble on the table and I melt away on you. You can keep your soft ones with their men.
Okay, so there's the dough, and as you can see, it looks nice and airy. I'm going to use a medium-sized ice cream scoop, and these are going to be about 48 to 50 grams each. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put them on the cookie tray, and they're quite big, so I'm going to leave them far apart from each other. So instead of putting 3 in a row, I'm only going to put 2. So now what I'm going to do, and you can roll these if you want to, but they're getting flat on one side anyway, so I never roll them after I've done the ice cream scoop thing. Have at it if you feel more comfortable with that. But I'm just going to shake these up and get them coated in sugar. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is what every peanut butter cookie I've ever had has on the top, because peanut butter and the heaviness of this doesn't spread well. We're going to do it because then you'll know it's a peanut butter cookie. So you take a fork and you gently push down just like that. That's a perfect cookie. And I have never had a peanut butter cookie that didn't have this pattern on it. And I don't do it for any other cookies. It's like it's a rule, but no one understands why. Come to think of it. And I'm not pushing all the way down. I'm just pushing gently on the top. Like that one's probably a little too far. These all look much more perfect. Now, we're going to put these into a 325 degree oven, which is lower than most cookies. I'm going to cook them for approximately 15 minutes. And we'll see how they turn out.
I have a confession to make. When Renee wasn't looking, I sampled the dough. So, I can say with absolute conviction that if you decide to make these cookies, you'd better have some strong willpower. I know for a fact this batch isn't going to make it past tomorrow.
Okay. Okay, so the edges are crunchy. I mean, they're set really well, and I can see that they've crisped up. And the center is just barely set. And so those look absolutely perfect. I love them just the way they are. They've got sugar on the outside that's kind of baked in, but I'm going to try a couple of different things just to see what they taste like. Here's some turbinado sugar, thicker sugar, and you can even put these on before you bake them if you want to do this. I'm just looking for something on the top to give it a little crunch. Or a little bit of a pinch of salt. Or you can do nothing. But we'll let these cool off and we'll be back. So here are the cookies. They look absolutely perfect. These cookies, I put a little bit of salt on a couple of them and then some sugar. I sprinkled sugar on the top, and after they were cooked, and it's actually staying on, and that gives you an extra little crunch in there. And then I've got these that have just been rolled in sugar. Oh, my mouth is watering. So this is crunchy on the outside. The bottom is perfectly browned, and the inside I can push down, and there's a little bit of a chew there. We're just going to see how soft that is. Ooh, look at that. Oh, that looks great. I see the little pieces of peanut in there. Okay, and despite the fact that this is tender in here, I just wanted to show you exactly how this outside that is amazing that you can get a cookie with that crumbly, melt in your mouth feeling, and then this chewy inside that it is just, it's perfect. That's the outside. and this is the inside, and you can see how you can just gently push down on that, and that feeling when you're eating it is just the best. Oh, this looks so good. Look at the chewy inside. Oh my word. Oh my word. This is the outside of that. It's almost, it's bumping up. It's not shortbread, just the outside rim, but it's got that velvety melt in your mouth, and then you've got this chew in the middle, and it's the perfect cookie. This is chewy, this is crunchy, and you put it in your mouth and it is like the best texture, and then the flavor kicks in, and it's got those peanuts, all that, everything, the butter, the brown butter, the brown sugar. It is delicious. They're easy. You don't need a mixer or anything. I hope you make these, and I hope that you love them. I hope you love these. These are so good.
Don't go too far.
Thank you.
Renee's got another video right here on the back burner waiting just for you. Looking for the recipe card for this one? I've got you. Scan the QR code that's on the screen now, or click the link in the description below. Don't worry, I'll keep the kettle on for you.
Oh, I got peanut butter things falling. Oh, I got sugar in my... Okay.